I mean, Jocelyn, Ricky, Tyrone, what's good? Paul King Dog, Long Haul. There, yeah. Tracy, what's going on? Dwayne in the building. Sean. Let me catch up. That's the one warning you get. It's definitely a double. I did a heavy pour tonight, y'all. Hey, Belle, what's good? Where you been at? Fabian in the building. He keeps saying it. Let me catch up and we'll jump straight into it. Yeah, it's on YouTube. That's just emotion. Okay, we getting in here. I can't even imagine. It's terrible. Well, thank you, Keisha. That's the look I was going for. $230 against Texas. Well, thank you. Okay, I'm almost caught up. And there's credit to them. Where y'all want to start tonight? Good, bad, ugly, what? Yes, Bradley, YouTube, Made for the Ville. M-A-D, it's all one word. Made for the Ville. Go to YouTube, type in Made for the Ville. Laurie, we're going to talk about this. Get the bad out of the way. The bad out of the way. You know what the bad is? They started feeling sorry for themselves. They started feeling sorry for themselves, and you could see it. It starts with whining about a foul call. And listen, they did not get good calls. They did not get a good whistle. And that is not important. If you start, we're going to start from the back and work our way forward. You are distracted by the whistle. You are begging for the calls. That's not something that leads to winning basketball. Complaining about the foul. Listen, they got a bad whistle. They got a bad whistle. I don't care. Nobody cares. The coaches don't care. The other team doesn't care. But when you lay on the ground and look at the ref, when you complain to the ref and you make that whiny face, you get worse calls. That mentality of looking at the ref has to go. It has to go. They started feeling sorry for themselves. They started, every time they fell, they were waiting for the referee to give them a foul call. The referee gave them one or two. They kept falling. They felt sorry for themselves. That happened. That happened. Like I said, I don't know if that's an athlete noticing that. I don't know if all the former players, football, basketball, baseball, any former player recognizes that look of falling on the ground like that. That is you feeling sorry for yourself. Bad call. That's you looking for an escape route. You found an escape and you took it. Yep. You look for it to be somebody else's fault. When somebody got trapped or when somebody picked up their dribble, you didn't come to the ball with desperation. You didn't want it because you didn't want to be the one they blame. That is the competitive spirit that you have to develop. Listen, we've seen this before. We've seen this attitude before out of certain individuals on this team. We've seen that attitude. We've seen that sorry for yourself, you know, when it gets too tough, you know, we've seen it. Yeah, 5 o'clock games will throw you off. And that's incredibly disappointing, but you can identify it. The part about that I'm excited about is he's going to be able to show clip after clip of their demeanor after a mistake. You're going to be able to show 30 minutes of being strong with the ball, and if you want to call it fatigue, if you want to call it frustration, all of it makes you look the same. All of it looks the same. Yes. We're gonna be able to go look at film. I'm gonna be able to go. I'm gonna be able to talk to JJ Trainer, and I'm gonna say, JJ, you looked at. Excuse me. Is it too early, y'all? I'm gonna try to watch my language tonight. Okay, I will try to watch my language. This is a warning. I'm not sure, so this might not be kid friendly. Okay. This part might not be kid friendly, but I can say, JJ, look at the way that guy looked at you in your face. Look how he talked to you right in front of your face. Look at him. Go look at that. Go look after you gave up that and one. He said, "What the fuck wrong with you, boy?" That's what he said to JJ Trainer's face. "What the fuck wrong with you, boy?" JJ looked right away. Y'all remember in Gangs in New York? Your boy, what was his name? Butcher? Bill the Butcher. He cut out his own eye because he looked away. JJ, you look that man in the face. You look that man right in the face. You don't look away from that guy. Yeah, get some posture about you. Everybody saw that. Everybody saw that guy. Listen, that kid wasn't that confident at first. But when he blows by and gets that dunk, he gets a little more. Y'all could see him start to talk more and more and more. They didn't know they could just blow us out. Listen, when they saw us out there, they were thinking exact same thing. How the hell is this team 0-3? When they saw us moving around, Arkansas was tight. Arkansas was tight. That 0-3, that new look, that they could smell. They started to smell that on you. They started to smell that fear. Then they said, "We're number 9. We coming." What do you mean how much? What do you mean how much of this is on KP? You have to ask that question okay. If KP hasn't improved their confidence from last year, okay. Last year their confidence was here. Now their confidence is here. We're going to need it here. Now, is it KP's fault that it's not up here? Yes. Is it his fault that he got it up to here? Yes. So if you're talking about confidence, if you're talking about, ask something in particular. Because if you just want to triangle it all at KP, of course. The fucking knee bone is connected to the shin bone, and the shin bone is connected to the heart bone, like whatever. The pyramid, you can always go to the top and say, "Oh, well," I remember Rick Pitino, every time somebody got injured, it was Rick Pitino's fault. He had the best conditioned team in America. You didn't give him credit for that. You just say he pushes them too hard, and that's why they get hurt. So, I watched a scandal go up the pyramid. So whatever. Louisville is very, very long. Curry came out playing more aggressive. Curry started out more aggressive. Kenny Payne has been saying with Curry, you can't just turn it on and turn it off. Curry tried to come out tonight and turn it on. He looked stronger. He looked tougher. He looked more aggressive. But he's way far from where he needs to be. But he did try to turn it on. You get out there, you start playing at that speed, you start playing at Arkansas speed. They came to match Arkansas's intensity. I will say that. Kamari Lands needed that shot to go down. At the end of the shot clock, Kamari Lands needs to start taking more shots, because at the end of the shot clock, there's no risk, there's no pressure. He didn't want to shoot at first. He started shooting. We had a Kamari Lands sighting. I am so glad for that young man. Way too many turnovers. Listen, okay, Eric. You want to mess with something? The jump stop. I've been yelling about the jump stop from the beginning. They do not jump stop. They need to practice dribble, jump stop. They need to practice that, because on the jump stop, you can explode, you can pump fake. They dribble, then stop dribbling. That's what makes you slide. That's what makes you travel. Listen, I'll blame any coaching staff on the planet for not being in triple threat position and jump stops. I'll blame any staff. Best, worst, any staff. Y'all got it. You got to be able to drive around somebody, and if it gets cut off, you have to be able to jump stop and protect the basketball. Listen, I'm gonna call Reese. I'm gonna call no. A jump stops all day long. Go back and show them what you mean. That might be one of those things that just flew under the radar way too much. But at this point, these dudes have got to listen. Jalen Withers, you get low and jump stop. Pivot, jump stop. Y'all got to drill that in more. We have to drill that in more. But again, he's just trying to get them to compete at a and not just go into a shell when it gets tough. Infinite Rosetta. This is why the people who are pissed, super pissed, this is why they're pissed. They're pissed off because they did look better. They looked better. They looked a lot better. Arkansas is number 9 in the country. The reason everybody's so frustrated tonight is because, and tell me if you think I'm lying, for a second, they started making you believe. Listen, you got the ball back. Sidney Curry gets the steal at the halftime. It's supposed to be a 6-point game. He makes a mistake. They score. Ellis comes down and scores. You're down 8 at halftime. You go to halftime like, we missed some opportunities, but good job, fellas. Let's go. It came out a little stagnant in the second half. Listen, for a second, y'all saw some good I won't say for a second. For 26 minutes, y'all saw some tough basketball. Y'all listen. Y'all started to believe. You thought it was possible. You started to believe. That's why you're pissed off. Listen, and let me tell you something else. The people out here that are rooting against Kenny Payne succeeding, they were nervous AF. So you got to think, for 30 minutes, they were like, oh, shit. Uh-oh. They were nervous. And then when Louisville let go of the rope, 10, 12-minute mark, when Louisville let go of the rope, they were so relieved and so happy. That's why they was like, I told you. But for 30 minutes, they were like, uh-oh. I even saw people changing the narratives. Well, it's not the players. It's like, no, the coaching staff got those players ready to go toe-to-toe with Arkansas. When we made a mistake, you knew exactly how we made the mistake, why we made the mistake. Some of them, a lot of mistakes were done out of aggression. Listen, when you're switching, when you're doing all that, when you're learning how to play full man-to-man defense with switching and letting people through the screens, that takes a lot of communication. That's hard to do. People started to believe. Then you got the rug snatched under you. But listen, just as happy as you were, they were that nervous watching how hard we came out playing, watching some guys rebound harder than they did, watching Kamari Lands come alive, watching those leads go from 11 to 8 to, it. Yeah, listen, everybody wants them to be better at this system. This is a new system against other competition. To answer your question about the Musselman and the Arkansas, we're talking about transfers. We're talking about established culture already. And we're talking about top 10 players. They already had their stuff put together. Yeah, like the must be. It's like, dude, in 4 years, we can plug and play. He's been there 4 years. Look at the recruiting class. Yeah, in 4 years. And you act like we weren't stressing them out. Card and AL. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. You're right. Constructive discussion. You're absolutely right. Constructive discussion. Mike James is a dude. He was here for the smoke. Mike James, you could see him making eye contact. Mike James learned a lot today. Listen, while everybody is excited about Kamari, as am I, if you go look at Mike James' face, he is here for it. You know what, Mike James? He's excited to be in college and finally playing, and he's starting to lose that. I'm just happy to be playing. I'm just happy to be out here. He's starting to lose that, and he's starting to be like, man, these dudes get on my nerves, man. Like not his teammates, but the opponents. You could see it on his face. He's starting to. Hey, Mike James, he learned a lot today. He learned a lot today. Kamari learned a lot today. Mike James learned a lot today. I think Hersey was still kind of, he's still kind of, in awe of the moment a little bit. He has to listen. But when he gets the players, here's the thing. It's not just the players. He has to get these guys playing that hard when the new players get here. So the standard of playing hard, not quitting, running hard, getting back, it don't matter if it's a turnover. It's like JJ. You're fast enough to chase somebody down. JJ, nobody should be pulling away from you if they're dribbling a basketball. We got good footage. The ball gets turned over, y'all coasting. I've seen Jalen Withers catch somebody from behind. JJ Traynor can catch somebody from behind. When they started dunking, I said it on the show today. If y'all listen to the midday show, I said in a gym like that, it's good and it's bad because it's like when people start dunking, one dunk feels like three dunks feels like 30. So I said it. I said right at the end of the show, y'all remember when Steve was like, "That's not good here." I said, if you let them start dunking, it's going to get away from you. I mean, go back and listen. Steve asked me, is it better, or somebody asked, is it better to be in that kind of gym? Is double, two-sided question. Yes and no. If you make them uncomfortable, it's great to be in a small gym. But if they start dunking the ball, you're going to feel like you're trapped in there with them. And once they started dunking, we felt like we were trapped in there. And we fell and we weren't strong with the ball. And we looked at the referees, wanting a foul call. And listen, and we got weak in our stance. We got weak in our communication. We tuned out the coach. Our sideline got stale. This is how it happens. Mm-hmm. Listen, and L is gonna have to. I was talking with Luke. I saw Luke at a restaurant on Friday. Look, Luke hates his team, y'all. Like, he just hates the team. I mean, he don't hate the team, but like he just like he's not a fan of this team. But I did agree with him on the L conversation. Like L doesn't realize the hero shot that he misses, it puts us in a bad spot. When L decides, hey, I'm gonna just run off one screen and roll and get this off. It's like, L, you can always pull up a jump. You can always pull up a shot. I don't think L still realizes the ball's gonna end up back in your hand. When you go off the first screen and roll, don't take that shot. Just don't take it. Don't take that early three-pointer. Sometimes you hit it, sometimes you miss it. But every possession that nobody gets a chance to get a touch or get anything, it's like we lose life. We just lose some life. Like I said, listen, if you get to the basket and everybody's playing off and they're not respecting you, okay. But the pick and roll quick shot from L. Ellis, when he misses that, it's like two misses in a row. Yeah, you don't mind his aggressiveness. You're just saying don't be so aggressive early in the shot clock. You don't have to do that. Don't worry about the shot clock. And L. Ellis, jump stop. It's like Mike James, Kamari, L, a jump stop. You can pump fake, y'all. You're gonna get Mike James, you're 6'5". Somebody gonna jump. Kamari, you're 6'8". Somebody gonna jump. JJ Trainer, when you get that rebound, you gotta jump into people. Y'all are not going to be good until you're physical. You cannot avoid. I watched Jalen Withers go baseline. And I'm like, Jalen, you can't avoid contact. Until like you have to. I'm sure Kenny Payne is telling them, until you're willing to make full body contact with somebody in the air, this is what's going to happen. Because the players we play against, they're willing to jump into you in the air. We are not willing to jump through people in the air. That's basketball. That's athleticism. That's what confidence is. When you avoid the contact, when they don't care about running into you in the air, but you avoid them in contact, that's a losing mentality. You're going to lose. Because eventually you're not going to get the calls. Until you stand up face to face, nose to nose, eye to eye with people, this is what it's going to look like when you play any tough team. They're going to keep looking you in the face, and you're going to keep dropping your head. And once they see you keep dropping your head, they're going to be more aggressive. And then the referees are going to give them their calls. Listen, they were fouling the shit out of us. But they were so aggressive, it was like the referees kind of like, okay, if you're going to let them take it from you, I'm not going to bail Louisville out the whole time. Corito. As much as I didn't like that one, that loose ball. Now, there was one that Brandon was supposed to get down on the ground for. The one where Kamari Lance kept running and L. Ellis didn't chase it. Now, that one, I'm like, that was right in the middle of, okay, L thought Kamari was going to get it. L thought that ball was so far out. It was kind of going at an angle to get away from. It's like, I understand that one. I mean, ideally, you're like, L, go get the ball. Kamari, go get the ball. Listen, that won't happen again. I bet that. I bet you won't have a loose ball in the open court and L and Kamari not both go for that one. See, that's the thing, too. If y'all watch this game, y'all saw there was a ton of good communication. There was a ton of better screens. Y'all see the handoffs got better. The two hands on the basketball got better. Ball security got so much better. Yeah. I mean, we just should have got that ball. But again, confident players know they can get to that ball. Insecure players are just looking for a break. Hey, you get it and throw it up to me so I can dunk it. So y'all did enjoy Fabio. And here's the thing, y'all. I'm sitting in practice. I saw what they were working on. They were working on being strong with the ball. I mean, they listen, they got a dude trying to damn near knock him out with these with these boxing sticks. They damn near trying to knock him out with it. They're working on ball security, moving the ball around, keeping it away from it. They work on it. They're stepping over their man, coming out to get the ball. But when you get in trouble and a teammate's in trouble, they weren't running to get the ball from L and Mike. But they only stopped doing that when it started getting ugly. So they forgot all of the things they're supposed to be doing when it started getting ugly. Love seeing Fabio. I told y'all. That's why, listen, after practice, that's why Steve Rummage said what he said. Rummage told y'all they're on Fabio, but they want him to belong out there and be ready to go. It's like, don't stick him out here, with just halfway doing things because you need him. Make him earn it. Yeah, Dante, I know Fabio needs to play, but when you're building your culture and rebuilding your program, he has to. It's just like it's any good coach. You got to get the right grade. Like, technically, I can put you out here, but until you earn with the off the field, we're not just going to play dudes because we need them. He's not panicking about the win-loss record. But even with L at the 2, it's still his mentality got to change. A good shot is a good shot, regardless of if L is at the 1 or the 2. A good shot's still gonna be a good shot. So it's like Jocelyn, nobody thinks this is still college. Once they got NIL, everybody just assumed it. I can talk about the kids like it's pro. Wait a minute. Y'all didn't agree with me. Y'all didn't start to believe. When y'all were watching that team for the first 15, 18 minutes, y'all didn't believe that they didn't look 10 times better. I mean, listen. L. Ellis he turns the ball over. Yes. Y'all didn't think when JJ Traynor got that, when they swung that ball to JJ Traynor and he hit that 3-pointer, y'all wasn't excited? Y'all didn't think this team had some potential? Did y'all start to believe? Y'all saw improvement. I don't care what you say. Yes, but again, until you fix the I don't want to say loser mentality, but until you fix that, I'm looking for somebody to blame. Oh, you turned the ball over, so I'm not going to run. Look, I'm not going to try to chase somebody down and block their shot and risk getting dunked on because you turned the ball over. Okay, people think it's lack of effort. No, it's you turn that ball over. I'm going to, if I chase this dude, he might dunk on me. Like, that's what you could see it. You could see it. I'm not going to try to chase that guy down. If the money's on the line, you go chase that dude down and you block it from behind. Those dudes, they weren't like running as fast as they could to get those breakaway dunks. We were getting out of the way. We were not trying to stop dunks. A 2-on-1, you bluff and recover. You bluff at the ball and you get ready for them. They didn't want to jump. They didn't want to take out a man. They didn't want to do any of that. That's not tired. That's not tired, y'all. Those dunks were not tired. Those were quitter dunks. Those were loser dunks. Those were pumpkin dunks. You know, it was it was feel sorry for yourself dunks. Listen, until you change that mentality, the more you hear people blaming Kenny Payne, the more they turn into the old loser. And I don't mean that in a super negative way. I mean, I don't mean it like the kids are losers, but I'm telling you, they have a mentality because when we started blaming Chris Mack for them not being tough, or when we blame Mike Pegues for them not being tough, guess what they got to do? They got to go hug their family, and everybody said, hey, man, don't worry about it. We get a new coach in here, they'll help you out. Okay, how many new coaches you need before it say, nah, y'all not being tough enough? How many more voices do you need to hear before you look at that and say, get off the fucking ground? Get off the fucking ground. You're on the ground 4 or 5 plays in a row. Get back on defense. Get off the fucking ground. Why are you talking to the referee? That's what I'm saying. How many coaches do you go through before you say, no, that's a losing attitude? You let that guy go right around you, dunk the fucking ball, and talk in your face. How many coaches got to tell you that? How many times does Chris Mack have to say, Jalen, you got to dunk that ball? You got to go with the intentions of drawing contact and dunking the basketball. Mike Pegues comes in. Jalen, you got to go to the basket. You got to get your legs up under you, son, and go dunk the fucking basketball. A whole new staff comes in. Kenny Payne, Nolan Smith, Danny Manning. I know you got Reese Gaines in there. You come in there, you fucking get fouled, you fall on the ground. The whole team's running the other way. You're talking to the ref. You're whining to the ref. How many coaches you need to tell you before you say, son, they're fucking punking you? They want money. They want to get paid to play basketball more than you. That Arkansas team wants to make money playing basketball. Jalen, do you want to make money? L, do you want to make money? Brandon, do you want to make money? Rose, do you want to make money? JJ, do you want to make money playing basketball? Do you want money? Sorry about my language, y'all. Sorry about my language. I'm sorry. You saw it. You saw it. Those kids are the same size as you. They wanted it more. And again, Kenny Payne kept people. Kenny Payne, listen, he didn't have a conversation with y'all and say, y'all suck, I'm gonna go get new players. He said, no, y'all got size, you got athleticism, you got talent, you got potential, you got all this stuff. But your attitude is why they're kicking your ass. I can win with y'all. But I can't win until y'all get a winning mentality. Until y'all get a winner mentality, we're gonna do these drills. I'll keep on teaching you this. If y'all go out on the court and let somebody punk you, yeah, I can't do nothing with that. Sanchez, it's intense in practice, but it's easy to practice with people you know. It's easy to practice with people who you don't think might smack you in the mouth. like I said, the most intense battle you saw was Fabio and Hersey. No, the next most intense was Rose and Brandon, probably. You know what I'm saying? Like, those are the two most intense battles you see. They don't even fuck with Mike James. He come in there, Mike James truck anybody. Mike James will bully anybody in there. Brandon's he's getting better. Brandon's getting better about it. Listen, Sydney, he's been a light switch. When he decides he wants to go hard, he does. When he turns it off, he turns it all the way off. Yeah. No coach on the planet can do anything with that. I can teach you 1,000 fundamentals. I can sit up in a 2-3 zone and I can make them shoot outside shots. I can teach a lot of things. But until y'all start playing, and until you want to, okay, a shot goes up. You get paid based on getting rebounds. You get paid based on this stuff. Y'all are letting people take a rebound from you. We did great on the boards for a while. But there was a lot of scrambles where they were more vicious. And you could see it. So you don't get mad because that's not like strategy. Listen, if we lost because of strategy, I'd be in here pissed off too. Cal lost because of strategy. Cal lost to Gonzaga and Michigan State because of strategy. He got the talent, he got the players, they got the hunger, all that. Cal lost because of strategy. When we start losing because of strategy, I'll fucking march with everybody else. That wasn't a strategy loss. That was a mentality loss. That was a feeling sorry for yourself, look for somebody to blame loss and check out. No, like all them turnovers, nobody turns the ball over like that. Unless something setting to your mind that you're not going to win. No, he doesn't seem defeated. Corey, what the fuck are you talking about? What the fuck are you talking about? He seems defeated. Corey, I mean, like, it's not personal, but no, he's coaching his ass off. He's trying to get them to be tougher and do the things we do in practice. I mean, what I mean, was he wimping? Was he whining? No. He said we got better. We did some things good. And listen, I'm disappointed in their play when they let go of the rope. Like, defeated. What is that? What made you say he was defeated? He's disappointed he lost the game. Sorry. I got to get this out of my system tonight. Because tomorrow I'm gonna say, hi everybody. This is Marcus Maven. Let's listen. I'm hanging out with the Knight family. I can get it all out of my system. I can talk about my players. I can cuss out my coaches. Reese, Nolan, get them jump stopping. Get them in low attacking posture. Fellas, Kenny has too much other shit to work on. Help them out with their attacking posture. and get Kamari Land some better traction. Get him some tighter shoes. He slides around. Jesus Lord. Kamari Lands slides around like we playing at Southwick Gym. I hated that. I hated that cafeteria floor at Southwick. Lego. I want to do a film session. I am going to want to do a film session. Yeah, but the mentality change, that's what takes the time. It doesn't matter how much fundamental. Okay, the jump stop, you got to stress that. But you can't waste all of your practice time on jump stops and these things until you get their attitude, their adversity attitude right. It's a waste of time. It's a waste of time if they're not listen, if JJ Traynor has a guy, if JJ Traynor has the ball, this is the backboard, this is the rim. If JJ Traynor has the ball and he's low, there's no fundamental help you can give him if he's not willing to go through that guy and go either dunk that ball or jump as high as he can and put it off the glass. Repeat. JJ Traynor gets a rebound. The backboard is right here. The rim is coming out right here. There's somebody right behind him. If JJ Traynor is not going to be tough enough to power dribble and explode out of his stance and go through somebody, there is no fundamental anything that can help him. Oh, JJ, maybe you should use your left hand or your right hand or use the glass. No, there's nothing. If he won't go through that guy, there's nothing you can teach him. Nothing. You won't jump in and make contact in the air with another human being and go through them in the air. There's nothing Kenny, Chris, Mike, fucking Phil Jackson, there's nothing anybody can do. I mean, all you can do is show them the video. Show them what they do to you and what you do to them. When they see you, they go aggressive. And then when you give up the and one to a freshman, JJ, who's been in college 3 years, when you give up an and one to a freshman, you know what he turned around and said to you? What the fuck wrong with you? A guy that's not bigger, faster, stronger than you. You just lightly fouled him. You didn't try to block the shot. You just got behind him. You tried to grab him. He gets the bucket and one. Fuck wrong with you? Period. He wanted it. You didn't. You turned and looked away. I'm not harping on JJ, but that's the kind of thing that when they started out and looking at this team, you could see they respected this team. They lost respect for the individual player as the game went along. I was really hyped about that dunk. You go back and look, guy gets an and one, beginning of the second half, early in the second half. JJ Traynor fouls him from behind, turns right around, gets right in his face. I was excited to see JJ get out there on the break, though. But I'm like, JJ, jump higher. You looked a little nervous. No, listen. JJ's explosive. He did a great job, like on the help side, but it's like, dude, if you're scared to get dunked on, if you're scared to use your athleticism, you're scared to chase somebody down and block. If If you let people talk to you that way, again, Kenny Payne said it. Everybody's watching, not just the fans, the NBA scouts, anybody who's thinking about giving you some money. Everybody's watching all the little stuff. You think we don't see when you don't get back on defense? We know what a jog looks like. We know what a sprint looks like. You sprint back, you might smack the ball off their leg. That's what they did to y'all. When that ball went up to Kamari Lands, they had somebody shot out of a cannon. That's an attitude. Listen, the bench thing is going to come later. It's too early. Okay, listen, y'all are mad at Kamari Lands. If he benches Kamari Lands doesn't get that confidence boost that he got today. And I'm saying, y'all, me too. You know, it's too early. Okay. I'll rotate more. But I won't bench people. Does that make sense? Hold on. Yeah. Yeah. It's like, but here's the problem. To get their confidence, you know what sometimes that requires? Okay, JJ messes up. The fan base is yelling, bench him, bench him, bench him. I want JJ to look at the coach and the coach say, that's okay. Do it. Go harder next time. JJ goes back out there. Maybe he makes the play a little more physical next time. But here's the thing. JJ, when he goes to the coach right now, it's like, I can't bench him yet because he did get the rebound. He went aggressively, attacked the boards, came down with the ball. So you got to reward the good parts of what he does. And again, JJ right now is just he's just getting the smoke of the conversation. You know, this is the same conversation you're having with everybody. Jalen Withers, Sidney Curry, JJ Traynor, L. Ellis, like they all got something. Listen, L. Ellis thinks that the scoring is going to get him off the naughty list. And it's not. It's not, because we're going to keep losing. Dirt ball, but you still need a ref. Okay, Charles, okay, so what's the excuses? What's the excuses? You've seen these guys play before. You've seen these guys play under 3 coaches. Other than Sidney, don't they all look better? You don't think they look better? Their skill sets are improving? It's hard to change a mindset. I was talking to Steve today, right? I said, we were kind of back and forth. Like, there's nothing worse than being in love with an insecure woman. There's nothing worse than being in love with an insecure woman. I had that conversation with Steve this morning, and I was using this team as an example, because it's like, I know you got everything I want. I believe in you. I love you. This, that, right? But if your response every time there's a pretty woman or you don't feel confident today, you're turning that back around on me. You're turning that back around on the team. it's the same principle of insecure in your basketball thing. If you don't believe you can win and you're insecure about being better than somebody or competing, if you lose, it's the same thing. It's the exact same thing. You're going to find a way to lose. You're going to find a way to break up a relationship if you're really insecure. You are going to find a way. I promise you. It's the exact same mentality. You're gonna look, somebody's gonna mess something up, you're not gonna get back. You're gonna say, see, that's his fault. See, I knew you wanted hurt. You know, you opened the door for that girl. Now all of a sudden you're arguing over insecurity. Yeah, see, you turn the ball over. I'm not gonna do it. I'm telling, it's the exact same thing. Insecure man, yes. Listen, I know I didn't chase away 2 or 3 good ones over insecurity. I know that. So it's exactly right. But I don't talk to Steve about insecure man shit. Listen, when the males get together, we use women examples. We'll say, yeah, man, I mean, I was just so insecure that I chased the woman away. No, you don't do it like that. Girl, Keisha, you better stop. Hey, let me go to the kitchen really quick. Give me 38 seconds. We're going to have a monster last 15 minutes. Ooh. I will be right back, y'all. Hold on. Okay. Let's get the real questions in here now, y'all. Let's get the serious ones in here. Let's get the explosive questions so we can all go to bed peacefully. Okay. Boom, boom. Let's get the good ones in here. Hold on. Yeah, I'm not doing next year at all. Yeah, but here's the thing. They're not going to get tired of it. You're going to have to keep pointing it out. You're going to have to show them what it looks like. So when y'all get on Twitter and this is me talking to the team. When y'all get on Twitter and the fans are disappointed, look at this play. Look at the way that guy got this and one and screamed in your face. That's why the fans are mad at you. That's why they say what they say. You know, like, but Kenny Payne says he's not doing social media like that, but you still get the point. You show them a replay and say, this is not the standard of attitude here. But again, teaching them fundamentals is you're not going to win with, like I said, you can improve the jump stop. You can improve some fundamentals. Right now, your attitude is not a winner attitude. Yeah, I'm not doing next year. No, they're not. No, you just watched 30 minutes of them competing with the number 9 team in America. You literally just watched them compete for 30 strong minutes against the number 9 team in America. Why would you say the whole team is lost? That's I mean, like, what do you want me to say about that? I mean, are you looking for a certain response to that? Or just tell me that's emotional? Yeah, just the responses to that. No, I don't have to show the dunks. Show the turnovers. Show the turnovers and lack of recovery. Okay, yes, he went there and fell. Instead of you running as hard as you can to recover for him, you know what you said? Oh, that's his turnover. They dunked because he turned the ball over. That's losing attitude. That shit takes time to get back. Somebody to say, oh no, I'm gonna cover for your mistake. I'm gonna try as hard as I can and risk getting dunked on to cover up for my teammate's mistake. That shit's hard, man. It's hard to get there. Mm, mm, mm. It won't be an aha light. It'll be Kamari Lands hitting a shot. Now Kamari Lands takes it to the basket and hits a floater. Now Kamari Lands, he still makes a mistake, but you know that's what it'll look like. It'll look like us playing and we're winning, and then now we start choking and we find somebody that hits a couple big shots and we don't choke. And then now the next game, we play good and we play good and longer. And when everybody thinks, oh, Louisville's about to blow it, they stay locked in. Kenny Payne keeps them locked in. So it's going to be gradual. There's not going to be a light on moment. Oh, that's a conversation. But still, at some point, the players got to accept responsibility for their attitude. L. Ellis prayed. L. Ellis prayed for this opportunity. L. Ellis got his opportunity. L. Ellis has to say, I got to be. L. Ellis wanted to be a point guard, a playmaker, and a facilitator. Now you can take L. Ellis and look at film and say, how, like, what point guard do you know can have as many turnovers as you? And you can say it lovingly. L, we love you. All offseason, we said L. Ellis is going to have to be a true point guard. He knew he was going to need to be a true point guard. When L. Ellis has 6 and 8 turnovers, you can have an adult conversation with him and say, L, there is no point guard in America that wins with 6 and 8 turnovers. Okay. 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 Let's do this. Let's look at the stats. Team stats. Arkansas 56% from the field. Louisville 36. They were 8 for 22. We were 4 for 12 from the 3-point line. We were 18 for 25 free throw. They were 14 for 19. Rebounds were close to the same. Assists. Look, their assists. They had 20 assists. We had 4. How the fuck does the team only have 4 assists? They had 3 blocks. We had 1. They had 10 steals. We had 4. They had 16 turnovers. We had 22. We only fouled 16 times. L. Ellis had 11 points, 31 minutes, and only had 2 assists. I mean, you can pull L. Ellis to the side and say, hey, bro, no point guard in America can only have 2 assists. Now, if L. Ellis goes to Kenny Payne and says, I can't be a point guard, I have to be a 2 guard. Okay, cool. I mean, it's not cool for us. If L. Ellis only has 2 assists and 11 points, like, what are you going to do with that? Kamari Lands, you can't have 0 assists. Roosevelt Willard, 2 points. 54 points total. Brandon Huntley Hatfield, tell me this is not true. Brandon, tell me you didn't play 24 minutes, have 2 rebounds and 1 point. Tell me that's not true. Jalen Withers, 25 minutes, 7 points. Tell me that's not true. Mike James, 35 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist, 3 points. Tell me that's not true. JJ Traynor, 18 minutes, 9 points. Roosevelt, 12 minutes, 2 points. He said L had half of our assists. That's pretty good for a point guard. That's funny. Brandon, don't tell me you want to get paid to play this sport. You can offensive rebound your way to 10 points. Don't tell me you want to get drafted over Oscar Tshiebwe because some NBA coach is going to make you a better player. Nobody's going to make you a better player if Kenny Payne can. If you play 24 minutes and get 2 points, there's nothing a coach can do for you. Like I said, right now you're building a culture, you're building it. I understand that. It sucks. It sucks to live through that. Yeah, look, I don't like turning into this person. I don't like turning into this person. That's a fucking pathetic stat line. Listen to that. Mike James, 35 minutes, 1 rebound, 1 assist. But here's the thing. I'll even give Mike James credit. He did a lot of the little things, a lot of dirty work. Jalen Withers, 25 minutes, 5 rebounds, 1 assist, 7 points. Brandon Huntley Hatfield, 2 rebounds in 24 fucking minutes. 1 point. You went 1 for 2 from the line. Sidney Curry, 3 points. 18 minutes. L. Ellis, 31 minutes. 11 points. 3 rebounds, 2 assists. It's not a point guard. It's not point guard numbers. Kamari Lands, 21 minutes, 2 rebounds, no assists, 13 points. You cannot let your shooting determine if you're going to get points or not. You got to be able to go to the basket and get buckets. Like no NBA team, I'm saying NBA, no professional team is going to pay you if you can't do better than that. JJ, 18 minutes, 9 points. I'll do that. I got higher expectations for JJ though. Roosevelt, 12, 2 points, 4 rebounds. That's pretty productive. Hersey Miller only had 6 minutes, 1 rebound, 3 points. Yeah, it's like, yeah, what do you do? That has nothing to do with coaching. That has nothing to do with coaching. If I can't stick Brandon Huntley Hatfield out on any court in America for 24 minutes and he don't have 4 or 5 rebounds and 8, 9 points, like what is a coach supposed to do? You let them box you out. You let them push you out. I can give you some technique, but technique only works if you got the effort to go with it. I can drop a million plays. If they manhandle you, what good is my play? If you're supposed to run down to the block and set up and post, and you start running to the block and you let a guy push you out by the 3-point line, what the fuck am I supposed to do? Brandon, this play is for you on the block. Get to the fucking block. If you can't get to the block, Mike James, don't throw it to him. If Brandon can't get low enough and find a way to get to the block, do not throw him the ball out on the perimeter. Do not let Brandon get pushed out to the 3-point line. This play is for him to get the ball on the block. Reverse it and go to somebody else. Kamari showed some life. JJ Traynor is 10 times more aggressive than he was. Still got a hell of a long way to go. Yeah, but okay. You're still in the confidence building phase is what I'm telling you. Lightning Muskie, I understand what you're saying. You're in the building phase of their confidence. You can't pull them for all the mistakes. You got to get them on film. You got to show them what they're doing. You're playing against the number 9 team in the country. You got to let your most talented players get worked so you can explain to them, this is what separates people who are going to go to the NBA and you. When that kid dunked that ball and got that and one and looked you in your face, that's why he's going to get drafted and his mom is not going to work, his mom will never work again. And you know what you'll do? You'll be here. You'll be a nice guy and you'll work here and you'll sit up in the stands. And every once in a while, you'll come on the radio and come hang out with Maven. That's horrible. You get the point. Some of these dudes out in Arkansas are going to go make money. And they're not like bigger, faster, stronger. They're more aggressive. They want it more than you. And we saw that. Yeah. Tough love comes later. Look, I understand what you're saying. You're in fan mode. Everybody in the fan base wants immediate tough love. You got to gain their trust before you get to the tough love part. Mm. If anybody in here, like if you got kids, you got to tell them, hey, quit jumping off that couch. Hey, quit jumping off that couch. You don't go beat them for jumping off the couch. You say, hey, you jump off that couch, you're going to end up hurting yourself. You let them jump off that couch, you let them hurt themselves, and you say, see, that shit hurt, don't it? And you laugh at them. And after you're done laughing at them and they cry, then you kiss their little boo-boo and you say, okay, stop jumping off that couch. Like I said. Guess what they do eventually? Stop jumping off that couch. Yeah, but a pitcher can throw 3 pitches and get 3 home runs. Yeah, it's kind of different in basketball. When you're trying to rebuild the culture of a team, pitcher's not in charge of the culture of the team. Actually, Lauren, you might be trying to do too much. I can't tell if you're trying to get in troll mode or what. You got my attention though. I had to turn off the TV too. I ain't gonna lie. He's small, but he's strong. You notice how there wasn't a bunch of super thick dudes on the Arkansas team? They just look in shape. Right. You're not even allowed to do that. You know why we took charges? Because we were in good health position. See, that's what I'm saying. The charges was a big improvement. Charges were a big improvement. We weren't turning the ball all overall crazy. You know, like a lot of times we were strong with the ball. I've seen them working on it. The reason Mike James didn't have more buckets is because he penetrated trying to look for other people. But Mike James going to have to jump stop and shoot over the, and shoot bank shots over the top of people. He's going to have to jump stop and use his size. The size is not good. Yeah, you gotta let them bust their ass. I can speak that into existence. Yeah, early rebounding was a lot better. Communication on defense was a ton better. I mean, they still, like I said, this is a coach, Musselman. He had his team 4 years. He got his system 4 years. He got his program 4 years. His recruiting 4 years. Wait a minute, y'all. We play at what time? 6 turnovers at half was so much better. We play at 2:30 tomorrow? Oh, God. Oh, Jesus Christ. Hey, y'all. I'll see y'all tomorrow night. I'm getting ready to do a film review, at least of the first half. All that good stuff. I will see y'all tomorrow night. I will be right here, ready to roll. Let's go. Look, hold on, y'all. Hold on. Y'all, are y'all hating on my jungle look? Where the animals at? Where the jungle animals at? Y'all hating. Ah, y'all get some sleep. Good night, good night, good night. Good night.